On to our second group, Group B, England, USA, Wales, and Iran. We already talked about the USA. If you want to watch that, there is a over 30-minute discussion that Aaron, Brian, and I had on Wicked Good Sports on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to that channel. So for you, all I just want to ask is, for the USA, where do you think goals are going to come from?
Weston McKennie. I think it's really going to come down to Weston McKennie and Pulisic. Those are your two guys who are going to score your goals. It could be even 5-5. I think we could score 10 goals in this.
You think Weston McKennie is going to have 5 goals?
Yes.
Wow, I do not. I don't know if it's my problem with the way Juventus has been. I don't know if it's the fact that I would play him deeper than you would in midfield. I don't see him getting the goals. I would like to. I'd be happy to be wrong. I think that we're going to play probably Ferreira and Sargent up front, and I think that they're going to be the guys who score, and I think we're going to have a lot less than 10 goals because of that. That's not what I would pick. Again, we have a whole episode on this if you guys want to go watch it. But I think our goals are going to come from those guys, which could be problematic.
So I heard you say Sargent is going to start up top, so you wouldn't think Gio's going to start over Sargent?
I think Sargent's going to start in the middle. I think Gio's going to start in the wing.
Fair enough.
Moving on to who the U.S. plays on Monday. It's getting close. Wales. What are your thoughts on Wales?
My thoughts on Wales. I think that they are an okay team. I think a lot of people, for some reason, think that they're going to get out of this group into the knockout stages. I don't see it, but maybe I'm biased. But I guess it could happen if they are able to use their speed with Bale, Dan James, and Harry Wilson. And if they're going to be able to counter and move past that back line, I think they're going to get their goals through there.
I think Kiefer Moore is worth bringing up as well. He's got 8 goals for Bournemouth.
Right. I don't disagree with that. He's a big, tall lad.
4 goals for Bournemouth through 8 games. I think they have a pretty good starting 11. I do. They don't have depth. If they get a knock or two, I think it's going to be a problem. And if Gareth Bale gets injured early on, or plays too much golf early on, or does anything that he does, I think that they're going to have issues.
Oh, well, yeah, because he's their number 1 player. He's the most iconic Welsh man.
I mean, you're forgetting Aaron Ramsey, but that's fine.
Well, no. So okay. Most talked about. Fine. If you want to go that route, he's the most talked about.
Fine. All right, on to Iran.
Iran's going to run home after they get swamped in this this group. There's that might be another team I don't see that picks up a point.
See, I don't.
I think they'll score a goal. I don't think they'll pick up points.
I think they're going to score goals. I think Mehdi Taremi, who's playing for Porto right now, he's scoring goals left and right. I think he's going to score. I think Iran has a very good attack. They have a very good defense. They're very disciplined. Their problem is their midfield. Their midfield's incredibly weak. And I think that's one of the reasons why the USA is going to match up very well against them. But I could totally see a 0-0 or 1-1 draw with Wales.
Yeah, I think Wales might be able to. I think Wales is a better team than Iran.
I mean, on paper, absolutely. On paper, 1-1 with the 3 other teams in this group. I don't think Iran should win any of them. But this is the World Cup, and anything can happen. They're going to be pretty close to home.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. See.
However, home is not necessarily a place they want to be right now. Not to get into politics, but we're not going to pretend that there's nothing going on. And that can galvanize a team and make them all work together, and that can absolutely tear a team apart. And I don't know which side Iran's going to be yet.
Me neither, but I guess we'll find out. And well, that's not true. I did say that I don't think they'll pick up points, so that's where I sit with that.
I'm gonna say where it is.
Yeah.
Again, no USA homerism in this group, not at all.
No, not at all.
All right, so the last one in the group, England. England, easy winners, easy favorites.
They seem to be, and I don't see why not. They've got their number 9 that everybody loves talking about. They got Harry Kane.
He looks tired.
Who was it? Conte had said he's
Conte said he's
really tired.
And I'm going to play him anyway.
Yeah. Because, whatever. I guess he's...
Yeah, that's the Conte. I don't know.
Well...
He's probably going to get penalties.
Always.
So he's always going to score off of that.
Yep.
My biggest thing is, will the defense be good enough?
Ooh.
Chilwell's out. Kyle Walker's out for the first game.
Is he
at
now?
Least.
Well, I mean,
so
that's
Ben
one of the
White
9.
should probably get the right back role. But Gareth Southgate seems to have just learned what his name was, so I don't know if that's going to happen. Harry Maguire's still in the squad for reasons unknown.
Dreadful.
I'm really worried. I'm really, really worried about their defense.
I don't blame it. John Stones has lapses too if he plays with. Could you imagine? They just run into each other because they literally run into each other, but they might get into each other's way.
The only reason why they wouldn't is because Harry Maguire won't be fast enough. I mean, that Aston Villa match against during the EFL Cup, he looked like a geriatric. He looked like a man. He had no feet under him. No. All that to be said, on paper, incredibly strong squad.
Yeah.
I think
without a left
Saka,
back.
I think Kane, I hear Sterling. I mean, you hear those names, that sounds like goals to me.
Yeah.
To say nothing of what their midfield looks like. I mean, we haven't even talked about Foden. We haven't talked about Bellingham. We haven't talked about any of these guys. They're a very, very, very good squad.
Yep.
I don't know. We're all used to England failing us, and I think it's going to be the defense.
Yeah, I agree. They couldn't. I know there is talks where they're going to do like a 5 in the back or 5 in the midfield, 3 in the back sort of deal. And if they do that, it'll at least allow Bellingham to push up or Declan Rice, whoever they decide to play in that midfield. But it also allows for more mistakes with Harry Maguire and John Stones. And
if they do something a lot like what Arsenal's doing with Partey, where you keep Declan Rice back and then you use him as your pivot man to distribute the ball forward, I think that they could be very good. But the problem is England's injured defensive line right now, I don't think holds up to Arsenal's. So, we get away with that because William Saliba is incredibly fast and strong and young and tall and all those wonderful things, right? They don't have that right now.
Nah.
So I don't necessarily know what they do. You're picking goal, Pickford or Ramsdale?
I hate both of those, but I go with Ramsdale.
You got a weird thing about goalies. I go with Ramsdale too. I'm pretty sure Southgate is going to go with Pickford.
Yeah. He's going to go with T-Rex arms, but
yeah, whatever. Probably. All right. So that is it for Group B. Sorry, I'll pull it back up. You and I are hoping that it's going to go exactly the way it's labeled here. England, USA, Wales, Iran. My gut tells me England wins, and it's a 3-way race for the second spot.
Yeah.
And
I think 4 points. 4 points is going to be critical.
We're going to learn. We're going to learn a lot. We're going to learn a lot on that first game on Monday. Yep. If the USA can beat Wales, then all they need is a result against Iran.
It's going to be huge. Yeah. Agreed.
And if we beat Iran as well, that's 6 points. England will have 9, 6, 3, and 0 will probably how this goes out. Could be 9, 6, 1, and 1, and then we're done. They could very easily be that.
Do you think it'll come down to goal differential? Do you think that this group is going to come down to goal differential?
I don't think this group is going to, only because any of these 3 remaining teams could not show up. And if one of the teams doesn't show up, that's where you lose your goal differential because everyone just beats up on that one team, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, if the USA and Wales draw, England beats both of them and Iran, and USA and Wales also both beat Iran, then yes, it could come down to who loses the least to England or who beats Iran the most.
Yep.
I don't see a draw, though, between USA and Wales.
No.
So My gut says no, but it's definitely something to look out for. It could easily happen.
Yep.
All right, so that's it for Group B1. Hey, thanks for watching that clip. If you enjoyed it, we have more clips on Wicked Good Sports, so please hang around. We have all kinds of soccer coverage, as well as our main podcast, Swingin' at Shins. You can find links to all of it in the description down below. Thank you.